My name's Ryan Miller. This is my wife, Leslie. During Memorial Day weekend, we'd been at the lake, and I had done some things, splitting wood, wrestling with kids, and woke up on the early morning of Memorial Day, and I felt discomfort in my right shoulder. Didn't feel very good. Ended up going to our family doctor, did an EKG there because of her recommendation, and they saw some numbers, and they sent us here to the emergency room at Bryan.
Our family doctor, Dr. Seaman, called over, and you got right in. They had a room ready for you in the ER.
From the minute I got there, it seemed like there was someone in there every 5 or 10 minutes checking and giving me updates and doing this and doing that and expediting the process. So,
Dr. Cotta and his PA, is it Elaine? Elena. Kind of looked at it, thought possibly he just possibly need a stent. And so he had the heart cath. And then once he got in there, there was more blockages than they
anticipated, and then also they were in bad areas where they couldn't do that. So you go from, hey, I'm thinking I'm going to go home tonight, to, oh, by the way, you're going to have quadruple bypass. The thing that impressed me is I always had someone checking on me. I never had to wait. I mean, really, ever you have to call anybody. There are people in there monitoring you and seeing if you need things. It was a complete different experience than my attitude going in. I thought, oh boy, here's going to be a long stay in the hospital. And it couldn't have been anything better. You know, they were always, if I needed something, they were always asking if I needed something. I usually never even had to ask. And the other thing that was really impressive to me is every time someone came in to hook something up to me, pull blood, do whatever, they always explained it to me, why they were doing it. And that's probably the biggest part, because you don't know what's going on. And I'm doing this because of this. We're going to sit down and take the time to explain this to you.
Yeah. Also, during surgery, they were really good about communicating. They were good about calling and telling us when surgery started. And then I think it was every hour they called just to kind of update how things were going through the surgery.
You know, I can't think of anything that they didn't do well. I mean, all my questions, it seemed like, were always answered. Every nurse, every person, every doctor that came in, if they didn't know the answer to the question, it was, I'll go find out and I'll be right back. Even from the lady that I ordered my meals from. When she walked in the room, it made me happy. Not because, now I get some food, but she was always upbeat, happy, just every one of them. They just, how are you? It's like they're coming in to see their best friend every day. And that was all the way across. There wasn't a single person that came in that was grumpy moods, you know. And everybody has bad days, but you would never thought it here. Never. One of the most impressive things that I saw was when I went in for heart cath. And there's probably 25 or 30 men and women in there. And it is just like an absolute machine. I mean, you can sit there and snap your fingers. It's just organized symphony. I mean, it's perfect. And you sit there and it's just like, well, this will be all right. You know, and same thing with everything else. Afterwards, I mean, it's just, you can tell that there is a plan in place. Everybody knows their job and everybody does it well.